Oakville is about to look a whole lot different. So if you live here or you're planning to move here, you're going to want to see what's in store for 2025. From new schools to major public upgrades, these changes could affect where you buy, how you get around, and what life looks like here for you. Today, we're breaking down the biggest changes that are happening to Oakville in 2025, especially the booming North Oakville area, and what these changes can mean for you. So make sure to stick around until the end of the video, and I'll take you through, whether you're a buyer, investor, or a seller, exactly what these changes can mean, not just now, but going into the future. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. I'm a local realtor here in the GTA, and whether you already live in Oakville or you're planning to make a move, here is everything you need to know about what's happening in Oakville in 2025. The next urban core coming to Oakville is the area around the Oakville GO station. The town just approved a bold new plan to turn it into a true urban hub. High density residential, walkable streets, new parks, retail, office, and civic spaces, all centered around transit. Now, of course, we have downtown Oakville located by the lake, and of course we have the Uptown core, which is sort of our two urban hubs already in Oakville, but the area is still crying out for more. And this area, for lack of a better term, we'll call it Midtown Oakville. Even though it's closer to South Oakville, it will serve residents of both areas, north, south, east, and west. So this will be a very central spot built around the Oakville GO station. Now, there is a little bit of controversy here within the neighborhood amongst residents because they feel the area is going to get too busy as it is. That always seems to be the complaint with people in Oakville. So we need more density, we need more housing to come to these areas, and this is going to bring in thousands of new units. Now, of course, developers are going to have to offer community benefits here, public spaces, retail, office, things like that, to really give back to the community. So the hope here is that this is going to be a true urban core, making this the third urban core within Oakville. North Oakville is exploding with growth, and the town is really trying to catch up. And one of the biggest priorities is schools. We have one new school opening, public elementary school opening in September 25, with plans for another in September 2026. And high schools are also beginning to get overpopulated. So in North Oakville, there are plans for a secondary school as well, but we don't know exactly the date. It should hopefully be within either 2026 or 2027, but there are currently no firm plans on that just yet. What that does mean, though, at least from the public elementary school side, is we're finally going to have this overpopulation of surrounding schools that residents have been sent to. Now they're going to alleviate that pressure with these two new schools. So this is a very welcome addition to the North Oakville neighborhood. But it's not just schools that are opening in North Oakville. We also have the 16-mile library and community center finally opening, slated for early 2026. And even though this is a 2025 video, it's still very close to coming. The final touches are happening over the next few months with a opening for early 2026. So that's really exciting and going to be really huge for that community. And sticking to the north end, we have the William Halton Parkway extension. This is going to give the north end that much needed east-west connection. This is not slated for completion in 2025, but progress is still happening, and it should be by, if not mid 2026, then late 2026 is when they're slated to have that going. And lastly, when it comes to major housing developments that are going to be coming to this North Oakville area, in the Uptown core, there are plans for a 30-story tower, townhomes, and a retail space. This is the second of the two sort of urban cores within Oakville, with the third being the Midtown urban core, as I discussed in point number 1. That hasn't happened yet. So if you're looking for urban, if you're looking for townhomes and condos and retail and everything that is all in one area, Uptown core is still your best bet. Now zooming out, Oakville as a whole is getting a serious refresh. Bronte Beach begins phase 2 upgrades in spring 2025. That's new playgrounds, shoreline restoration, and better walking paths. The Bronte waterfront strategy is guiding long-term improvements across the lakeshore. 16-mile sports park adds new tennis, pickleball, volleyball, and basketball courts by fall 2025. And if you're closer to downtown, the town square is getting a $4.3 million makeover starting in September of 2025, wrapping up by mid 2026. Over in Coronation Park, a brand new playground opens by June 2025. River Oaks Rink A and Falgarwood Pool are both getting major upgrades later this year. And across the town, 74 electric buses are expected to be running by the end of 2026 as Oakville electrifies half its transit fleet. Those are the upgrades that are coming to the infrastructure of Oakville, and as expected, Oakville has done a great job of keeping everything fresh and updated. I'm really excited to see these changes come to fruition in 2025 and 2026. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. So what exactly does all this mean for you? Well, if you're a buyer, then there are going to be certain neighborhoods that you're going to want to target. For example, many people in North Oakville were kind of avoiding certain pockets because you just didn't have a school that was within your neighborhood. Now that can change. And of course, that's great news for sellers in those areas as well. Now you have a major community center that's finishing up in the areas of West Oakville. That's going to be a great place for buyers to target as well. So you now have more options, not only in the north of Oakville, but as you get to Midtown Oakville, if you're a first-time buyer or an investor, you're going to have lots of new units that are going to become available within those areas. Now, this is not exactly going to happen in 2025, but if you're thinking about it and you're looking at Oakville as an investor or a first-time buyer, you're going to want to start to pay attention to those areas starting now. And if you're a seller and you live near one of these major upgrades or revitalizations, then your neighborhood just got a lot more attractive. And while you might not be selling today, this is something that you're going to want to track, especially your property value over the next couple of years. So what do you think? Which of these changes are going to shape Oakville the most? I'd love to hear from you. So drop a comment below and let me know what you think. And if you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, or just general questions about real estate in Oakville, then you can find my contact details in the video description below. And before you go, if you can just hit like, subscribe if you want to stay ahead of real estate news in Oakville, then go ahead and do that. And I'll see you on the next one.